If you've hired a social media manager, look for these specific things either in their proposal or in the service list that they have or the things that they actually are doing for you. And you'd be surprised because I see so many people, agencies and social media managers that just don't do these things. And just for context and credibility, I was a freelancer for 2 years before starting my social media agency here in Nashville, and I did that 5 years ago. So I've been in the space total about 7 years. The first thing is on-site content creation or hiring a videographer or photographer in your local area if the social media manager is not local to do the work and content creation for you. Now, this totally depends on what kind of contract you have with that social media manager or agency that's handling your social media. If they are not willing to come out to your location and shoot content and get that video content for you, or if they're not local, find somebody locally that's a photographer or videographer that can go shoot that content, I'd be a little bit weary about working with them. The main reason being because video content is so important. I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's so important in 2025 and 2026 that if you're not doing it as a business, then you're losing out. The second one is analytic reporting. I'm not just talking about just sending over analytics and saying, hey, these are how many clicks or how many followers or how many likes and how many people we've reached. I'm talking about the why and the what behind those metrics. Why did we get more clicks this month than last month? Why did we get more followers this month than last month? Why did we get more reach? And on top of that, see if they're actually making strategic changes to content or to the type of strategy they have in place based off of the metrics. 3, see if they talk about things in your industry that they see other brands and businesses doing well that they can apply to your business or what is working in the social media landscape as a whole. Now, this is not a make or break, and they may be doing this behind the scenes, but just simply asking them what they're seeing in the landscape will give you a little bit of a better picture about how well they understand your industry or your brand. Now, the fourth thing is the most important, I believe. By the way, these are just the top 4 that I can come up with right now. There's tons more. The last thing is trends and hacks versus actual long-term growth tactics. Are they basically just trend chasing and trying to hack their way into getting you more followers and getting you more attention? What I mean by this is simply doing trends and doing the hacks that are working today. One of the biggest hacks is like a new feature that drops, let's say on TikTok, and all the gurus and all of the social media managers are like, use this new feature and you'll get all the followers and this is how you're going to grow. Now, it probably will get you a little bit of traction, but trying to chase that over and over and over again and that being your only strategy, don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. That's not a sustainable long-term strategy. Instead, see if your social media manager or agency is actually looking at what is going to provide value to that customer persona that you are trying to reach. A few examples of this can be in like educational videos where you're bringing a lot of value. The second can be in like short stories or skits or things along those lines. It could be where you're going back and forth maybe on a podcast with somebody. It's so many different ways to provide value. Or just speaking directly to the camera just like this. Again, this list could go on for a while, but